What's good? Welcome back to my dungeon. Uh, this is gonna be something different we're gonna talk about today. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about myself, growing up, certain things I realized about myself, and also what I see commonly among like my peers and other people that suffer from the same things I do. So, I never really got diagnosed with depression or anxiety, but I know a lot. Like my mom, I know she suffered from it. A lot of people in my family, like one of my cousins, he found out like he has anxiety. And growing up, I never realized I had that. So I never knew how to explain why sometimes uh, I'm getting anxious. I can't stay still. Constantly worried about stuff like how do I express myself? How do I react in a certain situation? Like I never like conflict because me, I'm like 1 or 100. And a lot of the time I try to stay at one because if I get to 100, certain situations is not needed for that 100. Just makes it worse, you know. But as I got older, I started realizing a lot of people have that issue, but they never learned how to fix themselves. You know, they never learned like this thing's bothering me, and they never go out and look for the understand what causes this. Like for me, anxiety is caused by the fact is a lack of control. That's me. I like having control over things. Growing up, I had no control over anything. So as I got older, I'm like I want to be in control of stuff. That was like relationships, uh, my life, everything. And then growing up, like you realize you don't control shit. You know, you just gotta go with the flow. And as I got older, I started going more with the flow and like feeling more relaxed and calm. But also with that too, I started realizing like I was very social as a kid, very social. Like wasn't one of my best friends, TJ. This kid was like, a popular kid. I was too, but he's popular in a sense because he's good at sports stuff like that. I was more of like a was it? I was just a funny kid, knew how to talk to girls, stuff like that. Um, so I remember like he brought me a lot out of my shell because the fact is a lot more outgoing, and he was somebody I felt comfortable around. So I was like I don't like going out because like by myself. For one, if I get drunk, you don't know what could happen. You know, I've been in a situation where I get really drunk, and if my friends weren't there, who knows what would happen. And two, I don't want to be in a situation where I could be out and a group of guys, they're all drunk, and when their buddy starts something, or they know their girl says something and a fight breaks out, and I'm by myself and I'm drunk as hell. Like, nah, this is like I got nobody to watch my back, so I always felt comfortable because that's how we were. Like our crew of friends that hung out together, we was like always watching each other's back. So that eased my anxiety and being comfortable around them enough where they understood me and like certain things that I didn't know I get mad about. Certain things they know I'm gonna say. And it was like something with my cousin. Me and my cousin was close like that. So that's like my little group of friends I had. But as I got older, us going our separate ways because we're all grown men. Well, when trying to make new friends for me, it was always difficult because the fact is, for one, like I didn't understand, when I was very young and naive that you could be very genuine to people and they will still treat you like crap. It's not a good feeling, and being nice all the time isn't going to get you anywhere, but it's not wrong with being a nice person. It honestly reflects more on you, where you have morals and values compared to others, where others will like take advantage of you completely and then flip it on you, make you seem like you're a bad guy because you're like, how could this have happened? You feel me? Like, I don't understand this. But that was like my little journey of how I discovered like about my anxiety and depression. And I had like better relationships in the past, not really relationships like with women. It's like relationships with family, friends, stuff like that. And I started realizing I changed a lot compared to a lot of them because the fact is, as I got as I started getting older and understanding myself more as a person, I started realizing a lot of them suffered from different mental illnesses, maybe, or was going through stuff that at the time I couldn't even understand. And even now, like, right now I'm doing this thing where people that I had past relationships with, I already had bad friction. I'm coming back as a better person, trying to reach out to them. And to be honest, a lot of them aren't interested in even doing any of that. Me personally, why do I take it as a bad thing? I think honestly, for anybody that would hurt their feelings, like somebody that these people that you could that you know people to me that are very close to me, I love them. No matter if they're best friends, family, ex girlfriends. At one point, I loved those people. You know what I mean? So they're always gonna hold a place because how I remember them is through memories of what we had, good times, even bad times. Because those bad times taught me a lot. Feel me? So as I'm going through this journey, I'm starting to realize a lot of them aren't open to the fact of being friends, even though originally, when they wanted the idea, I wasn't open to it because it's a lot of fucked up stuff happened from my part and their part. And now that I'm reaching out, I'm like, let's see if it was genuine. And a lot of the time they aren't. And I started realizing a lot of the time they aren't interested. But I also realized what it does for me. It makes me feel like shit because it makes me start thinking, is there a problem with me where these people don't feel like I should be in their life? Or feel like I deserve enough where we can have a conversation and just settle things and move on our separate ways? And what I realize is, it's not me at all. I don't think on the issue because the fact is, me as a person, I changed drastically. I'm more relaxed. Try to be more understanding, but I'm also realistic with myself. Like when it comes to stuff, stop being so naive and I start looking at the world through a real lens. You know, and from my point of view, I'm looking mostly like maybe these people are still stuck in their ways. Because not everybody is gonna improve. Because like not me personally, I still got traits that I don't think are good traits at all. But that's me as a person. And some of these other people are gonna have the same idea where they don't see anything wrong with them. Their life's going perfectly fine. Maybe I just wasn't a good fit in their life. Maybe at the time they had other things going on and I just wasn't very understanding. Because when I was younger, I wasn't very understanding. I was like, if you can't do this, I was big on ultimatums. And as I get older, I'm like, it's kind of a shitty thing to do. But then in certain circumstances, you gotta give ultimatums because people will walk all over you. But I want a lot of you guys to take your time and think, like, whatever's going on in your life. And don't think in a negative but positive way of the people I care about right now that I'm not speaking to. Is it me? Am I causing the problems, or are they going through something and I have to just be a bit more understanding and realize the fact that, they don't know how to process it or communicate it in a proper way. Maybe you don't even know how to communicate. I couldn't even spit the word out. I was stuck in there. Communicate your feelings, and you don't know how to properly, speak and express that you're there for those people that you care for, you love them. And these people that in this video, I got love for all of them. I still do. Even if I reached out to them, they weren't interested in having any type of relationship with me, being friends, any of that, that's okay. I think it's better for at least the effort. It's the effort that matters. Me reaching out was a big step because I got a lot of pride. I don't want to reach out and then you're like, oh, he don't get the fact that I don't want to be cool with him, this and that. No, it's not even about that. It's about the fact that you're reaching out because you're trying to better yourself as a person. And I think some of it is partially you want to be able to see the difference in how you react with people in your past as your current self and not as your past self. And hey, if they don't want to see that, that's their loss, not mine. I think in my loss, my learning from this too is also I gotta think about that next time I build a relationship, friendship with anybody. You gotta think about the fact that in this current state, am I healthy enough to really help this person, or am I causing more of a detriment to their life? And once you kind of realize that, you'll learn that life will go much smoother because nowadays with everything on the internet, everybody's so disconnected. And I think we all, as humans, need other human interaction, other love from humans in order to survive. That's like a scientific fact. But I want you, if you guys can, comment down below. Let me know some of your experiences. Do you guys also suffer from depression, anxiety, other things? And let me know how you handle it in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys actually watching this. Um, Hope you guys took away something from that. Maybe I'd like to ramble a little bit about that's my story of how I dealt with my depression and anxiety, and also trying to mend relationships with people in the past because of such things. That caused me a lot of anguish. So, like, subscribe, share this with a friend. Talk to them about this because I think you'll learn a lot about other people when you could get them very comfortable and express how they feel, you know, about certain subjects they might feel uncomfortable about. Because a lot of people suffer from it, but we all feel like no one else really feels how we feel, Have a good night and enjoy.